There are moments when fear grips so tightly, it feels like my chest is caving in, and my breath becomes a heavy, audible reminder of the terror that holds me still. I feel it all: the trembling, the heart pounding, the mind racing with what could go wrong. The fear of the unknown has its claws deeply embedded in me, and no matter how much I try to break free, it holds me. It's a strange feeling to be terrified yet so drawn to it. The fear feels like it's consuming me, yet I can't look away. I wonder if I'll ever be free of this hold. Terror doesn't always roar loudly. Sometimes it's the quiet whisper that lingers in your thoughts, creeping in at the edges of your mind, leaving you unsure of who you are anymore. Sometimes the scariest thing isn't the dark or what's lurking in the shadows. It's the thoughts that won't let go, the feelings that become too much to bear alone. The fear feels like a storm inside me, constant and unrelenting. There's no safe place, no quiet moment, only the endless crash of waves I can't outrun. It's terrifying to face something so immense, so overpowering. There's no way to fight it, only to endure, and with every passing second, the weight of it threatens to swallow me whole. There's something about the silence of my mind when fear settles in. It's as if everything stops, and I'm left alone with the enormity of what might happen next. I fear losing myself in the chaos of emotions, where every thought is a question with no answers. Every decision leads to more confusion. The terror of what I might become is overwhelming. Fear is a shadow, and no matter how far I walk, it seems to stretch endlessly before me. Every corner I turn, every step I take, it follows closely behind. In my most vulnerable moments, fear is the loudest voice. It tells me I'm not enough, that I'm too fragile to face the world as it is, and it breaks me bit by bit. I fear the unknown, the places I can't control, the feelings I can't explain. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, afraid that the wind might be too much, and I might fall. It's as if my heart knows something my mind hasn't yet realized. There's a deep, suffocating fear that takes over when I can't see what's ahead, and it feels impossible to find peace. Every heartbeat feels louder in the face of fear. Every breath feels heavier, as if the weight of what's coming is already pressing down on me. The fear doesn't come from what's right in front of me. It's the unknown, the thoughts of what could happen, the what ifs that have no end. I'm terrified of the way my thoughts spiral, how they twist and turn until I can't tell where the fear ends and where my own truth begins. It's the moments when I feel lost in my own mind that the terror feels most real. when everything is too loud, too much, and I can't find a way to make sense of it all. There's a certain kind of terror that grips when you realize that everything you've built could shatter in an instant. It's the fear of losing control, of being swept away by forces you can't understand. The more I try to push the fear away, the stronger it becomes. It's like a storm raging inside me, and no matter how much I try to hide, it's always there. Sometimes, fear doesn't feel like something that can be escaped. It feels like something that becomes part of me, intertwined with every part of my being. It's terrifying to feel like you're standing on the edge, looking out over an abyss with no clear way back. You know the fall is coming, but there's no way to prepare for it. The more I try to understand what's happening inside me, the more terrifying it becomes. I'm drowning in thoughts and emotions that I can't explain, and I don't know how to breathe anymore. Every part of me wants to run, to escape the fear, but there's nowhere to go. It follows me, it haunts me, it keeps me awake when all I want is peace. Fear takes many forms, and sometimes it's the simple things, the way the world feels too big, the way my thoughts feel too small. It's a quiet, suffocating kind of terror. I'm scared of what's coming, scared of the unknown, but most of all, I'm scared of how much of me it might take before it's over. It's like a cold hand resting on my chest, steady and unrelenting. Every breath I take feels like it might be my last, and I can't make it stop. There's a fear that lingers in the quiet moments when I'm alone with myself. It's the fear of facing what I've been hiding from for so long. It's terrifying to realize that the hardest battles are often the ones fought inside your own mind. The fear, the doubt, the constant questioning, it's all there, waiting for me to falter. In the deepest corners of my mind, there's a terror that never goes away. It's the fear of being exposed, of being seen for everything I am and everything I'm not.